Welcome back to my channel. Today we are diving deep into the fascinating world of global politics, from the rise of superpowers to the challenges of climate change and the role of international organizations. We will break it all down in three sections. Whether you are a student, a curious mind, or just someone who wants to understand how the world works, this video is for you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Let's get started. Global politics is fundamentally shaped by the interactions between nations, international organizations, and non state actors. At its core, it is a game of power, influence, and competing interests. The world has transitioned from a unipolar system dominated by the United States after the Cold War to a multipolar system where power is more distributed among several key players. This shift has created a more complex and competitive global landscape. The United States remains a dominant force in global politics, with its military, economic, and cultural influence extending across the globe. However, its position is increasingly changed by China, which has emerged as a global superpower through rapid economic growth, technological advancements, and strategic investments in infrastructure projects like the Belt and Road Initiative. The rivalry between the US and China is one of the defining features of contemporary global politics. Encompassing trade wars, competition over advanced technologies like artificial intelligence, and military tensions in regions like the South China Sea. Russia, though not as economically powerful as the US or China, remains a significant player due to its military strength, energy resources, and assertive foreign policy. The European Union, as a collective entity, wields considerable economic and political influence through international divisions, and challenges like Brexit have tested its unity. Emerging powers such as India, Brazil, and South Africa are also gaining prominence, advocating for a more equitable global order and greater representation in international institutions. Non-state actors, including multinational corporations, non-governmental organizations, NGOs, and terrorist groups, also play a crucial role in shaping global politics. For example, tech giants like Google and Facebook influence global communication and data flows, while NGOs like Amnesty International advocate for human rights. Terrorist organizations, on the other hand, pose security challenges that often require international cooperation to address. The rise of nationalism and populism in many countries has further complicated global politics. Leaders like Donald Trump in the US, Narendra Modi in India, and Jair Bolsonaro in Brazil have pursued policies that prioritize national interest over global cooperation. This trend has led to tensions in international relations and a decline of multilateralism. The dynamics of power in global politics are constantly evolving. The rise of new powers, the decline of old ones, and the increasing influence of non state actors are reshaping the world order. Understanding these dynamics is essential for navigating the complexities of international relations. Global politics is not just about power and influence, it is also about addressing the challenges and conflicts that affect the world, from regional wars to global crises like climate change. These issues require cooperation and innovative solutions. However, geopolitical rivalries and competing interests often make it difficult to achieve meaningful progress. One of the most pressing challenges in global politics is climate change. Rising temperatures, melting ice caps, and extreme weather events threaten the planet's ecosystems and human societies, while international agreements like the Paris Accord aim to address these issues. Their effectiveness is often undermined by the reluctance of major polluters to adopt stricter measures. For example, the US under President Trump withdrew from the Paris Accord, though it rejoined under President Biden. Similarly, developing countries urge that they should not bear the same burden as industrialized nations, which have historically contributed to the most to the greenhouse gas emissions. Pandemics such as COVID-19 have also highlighted the need of for global cooperation. The pandemic exposed weaknesses in international health systems and the lack of coordination among nations. While organizations like the World Health Organization (WHO) played a crucial role in providing guidance, vaccine nationalism and unequal distribution of resources exacerbated the crisis. Wealthier countries secured large quantities of vaccines, leaving poorer nations struggling to protect their populations. Regional conflicts remain a significant source of instability in global politics. The Middle East, for example, has been plagued by wars, terrorism, and political unrest for decades. The Israeli-Palestinian conflict, the Syrian civil war, and the rivalry between Saudi Arabia and Iran are just a few examples of the complex issues in the region. Similarly, Eastern European has been tensions rise due to Russia's annexation of Crimea and its involvement in Ukraine. These conflicts often draw in major powers, further complicating the situation. Global politics is filled with challenges that require collective action, whether it is climate change, pandemics, economic inequality, or regional conflicts. These issues cannot be solved by any one country alone. The world needs cooperation, empathy, and innovative solutions to build a better future. International institutions and diplomacy are the backbone of global politics. They provide platforms for dialogue, cooperation, and conflict resolution, helping to maintain peace and stability in an open choice world. However, their effectiveness depends on the willingness of nations to work together and uphold shared values. The United Nations is the most prominent international organization with a mandate to promote peace, security, and development. Its various agencies, such as the World Health Organization and the United Nations Children's Fund (UNICEF), address a wide range of global issues. The UN Security Council, with its five prominent members, the US, China, Russia, France, and the UK, plays a crucial role in maintaining international power and peace. However, the way to power of these members often leads to gridlock, as seen in the case of the Syrian civil war, where Russia and China have blocked resolutions against the Assad regime. The World Trade Organization (WTO) regulates global trade, aiming to ensure fair and open markets. However, it has faced criticism for being slow to adapt to changing economic realities and for favoring wealthy nations. The rise of bilateral and regional trade agreements, such as the North America Free Trade Agreement and the Comprehensive and Progressive Agreement for Trade-Pacific Partnership, reflects the limitations of the WTO. Diplomacy is the art of negotiation and dialogue, essential for resolving conflicts and rebuilding relationships. Diplomatic efforts have led to significant achievements, such as the Iran nuclear deal, Joint Comprehensive Plan of Action, and the normalization of relations between Israel and some Arab states through the Abraham Accords. However, diplomacy can also be undermined by mistrust, as seen in the breakdown of the US-North Korea talks under President Trump. International institutions and diplomacy are essential for addressing global challenges and maintaining peace. However, their success depends on the commitment of nations to work together and prioritize the common good. By fostering cooperation and understanding, we can build a more just and peaceful world. Global politics is about how countries and people work together, or sometimes don't. It's about power problems and finding ways to solve them, from big countries like the US and China to groups like the UN. Everyone has a role to play. Challenges like climate change, wars, and pandemics need everyone to cooperate. It is not always easy, but by talking, listening, and working together, we can make the world a better place. Let's hope for a future where peace is understanding win. Global politics is like a big puzzle. Every country, organization, and person is a piece of that puzzle. When we all fit together, the future becomes clear and beautiful. But when pieces don't work together, the picture gets messy. The world faces many problems, but it also has many solutions. By being kind, fair, and willing to listen, we can solve these problems step by step. Remember, even small actions can make a big difference, whether it is voting, learning about other cultures, and supporting global causes. Everyone can contribute. Let's dream of a world where no one is left behind, where the air is clean, and where people live in peace. Together, we can make that dream come true. Thank you for watching and learning with us today. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more videos about how our world works. Until next time, stay curious and keep making a difference.